Hello and welcome to another Gags Tandon Show. Another Gags Tandon Show where we're covering a loss. That's 4 away games in a row, 5 defeats in the Premier League overall. The one loss at home to Man United. Now we lost to Man City.
Yeah.
Whew. You know, we're a long way away from beating Arsenal, Jack. How you doing?
Yeah, mate. Good, bad, the ugly, even really in terms of just ugly football to watch from Liverpool today, mate. But hope you're well, mate. And I think even everyone in the watch long today was saying, right, let's get. I'm looking forward to the therapy in the Gags Tandon Show, even the chat. So, and we need your calm and words, Gags,
Oh my
and
God.
certainly because what you can bring. Because
My
today was.
calming words.
Hopefully, have you got any after that performance, mate?
Well, it's it's much easier to lose to them. I mean, it hurts. It hurts when you lose to City, no matter what, because it's City and all the history and stuff. But they are a good team at least. And one of the things that I took away from it was I think we wanted to win or we wanted to lose today. No, draw wouldn't be good for both teams today because you want to catch you want to catch Arsenal. One of you wants to catch Arsenal. One of you wants to make up the numbers or the points. It would have been better if it was a 2-1 or something. But at the end of the day, 3-0. That's humiliating. And also some injustice in there a little bit, I'd say just a bit. I think the disallowed goals really pissed me off, to be honest. I think the penalty obviously was always going to be given. A lot of people saying it wasn't a penalty. Jack, did you think it was a penalty?
It's just he's played to the book, and mate. I think he's initiated the contact. Keeper, the Mamadashvili, great penalty save, but I think even Ibu whacking the ball against Bradley.
Let's talk about that as well in a second. But don't you think though we would expect that to be given if it was us?
Yeah, it's a penalty, isn't it, mate? I know on the watch line guy said it was quite harsh, but pen's a pen. In all honesty, and it's just. Salah would do the same. All our attackers, any top level attacker, but the contact's there, the legs there, and he's just gone over really. So pen's a pen, and that one was fair in my analysis. Do you reckon it was the correct decision, mate?
Like I said, you're gonna always be given it no matter what. Like it was gonna get overturned. So from my perspective, there's not much you can complain with that one. Mama though did a great job and saved it. Still very, very much very pissed off that Liverpool players are not passing to his left foot. They tried to start doing it, but now it's back to back to not passing to his left foot again. It's like, what are you doing, guys? I just don't know. And basically so the penalty, Ibu.
The lead up to it,
I thought Bradley had done so well up to that point to get in front of Doku. And I mean, Doku was a nightmare all game. And then just when everybody's saying he doesn't produce enough, he doesn't do enough, he goes and scores a worldie. So he shuts us up with that one as well today. Because that's what a lot of Liverpool fans have been saying about him. And then, so the first one, Ibu messes up. Mama saves his ass. And then Ibu heads it onto Haaland's head to go in. So very unlucky, the first goal, right? To be behind. I mean, let's be honest, we were the second best the whole time in the game. Like we were just second best the whole time.
Even still, you've got to do your fundamental principles, though, mate. Like it's a simple cross. You've got Haaland in the 6-yard box, who it's goals for days really this season. But I think, and even Van Dijk on after the goal went in, he was just demanding a bit more proactivity in the wide areas, especially in the Premier League. And especially with the dynamic wingers, City have got today, Cherky, Doku.
I'm not sure if you saw what happened just before that. Van Dijk was playing left back just before
they switched.
And they switched. So I think that's what affected Robbo not being as tight to as well. And then so that kind of played into it a little bit. But then it was Wirtz who didn't go close enough to Nunes. But he was expecting Robbo to pull out to him. So a little bit of miscommunication. Should Wirtz have gone? If so, that you can blame him a little. Then also with Robbo, you could blame him a little. But again, I think Robbo can be absorbed a little bit because they were just switching.
He was in the centre-back position.
He was centre-back coming over. So wasn't in the right place. So they caught us out with that. But again, it's lucky because Haaland doesn't mean to score. Like he doesn't even know. It's just come off his face and gone in. So then we have the goal. We score it somehow from a Mo Salah corner and a header from DVD, which was fantastic. it's definitely a goal. Like, I know Neville was saying on commentary, yeah, you got, if you lose 3-0, you can't really go over those. But game state's everything for me, right? I don't give a shit what Neville says. He talks out of his arse half the time.
Yeah.
If that goes in 1-1, we're on the up, and I reckon City crumble a little. Like, that's what happens. Your confidence comes in when you come back from behind and you start to play. So I think if that goes in, the team settles and actually plays a little. So I thought there was a similar goal last year or last season or even earlier in the season, I don't know, for City against Wolves, where it was given offside on by the on-field ref, but VAR overturns it because the player's not interfering in play.
Yeah.
And in this case, even Micah said it at half time. That's a goal. He's not interfering with play. So from my perspective, if it goes to 1-1, the game changes and our whole mood changes. Everything changes. But since then, after that, we went to shit. The team went to shit. After that, I think it was already bad. Let's be honest. It wasn't great, but we'd done enough to get back into it. Post the disallowed goal, I think the heads dropped completely. Like, they just got deflated. Then they got the lucky deflected second goal. So 2 lucky goals plus a penalty plus a goal disallowed. Everything went against us in the first half that could have. And then, to be honest, the third goal was a beauty. And you couldn't actually... We played a little bit better. We didn't play much better the second half. But the third goal was a beauty. And Doku was fantastic and deserved man of the match. And there's not much more you can say. I think if you want to go to what are some of the comments here, not good enough, timid display, Haaland didn't even really attack the ball, just hit his head. Yeah, absolutely. Players had more stamina than now. Klopp was demanding to his players. Coach is more compassionate. No. This coach is not more compassionate. Klopp was way more compassionate.
Oh yeah.
This guy doesn't have it. This guy probably isn't compassionate enough with them. We got absolutely spanked in the end. Just not our day. We were second best. We were. So, like you said, everybody, I think at the end of the day, game state is everything. Chris is agreeing with us. Don't think we were mentally or tactically prepared for being down. My worry is a drastic morale drop. Previous sides fought back. I think we fought back. I think it's the referee decision that really killed us off there, Chris. I think, which we can definitely complain about. I think. But apart from that, though, everybody is right and correct in that the display was awful. We weren't very, very good in the game overall.
So, chat we mentioned on the watch along as well. I don't know you feel, Gags, or chat. Let us know your thoughts on the subs. That's been one of the most even we don't know the fitness of Isaac, but the substitution to bring Wirtz a bit more central, take Ekatike off. Not that Ekatike had an amazing game as well, but just like even the back end of that second half, there was balls going into the far stick or even into the penalty box where Dom was getting it out wide, whipping a ball in, Bradley, a couple of balls in, but there was no one in the box really. And even one shot on target at the Etihad. City batters, of course, he did, but even to come away with just one shot on target from Liverpool, that's abysmal, really. Shaded the possession as well, just by 1%. But yeah, just even the final third today, just really lacking of cutting edge, any real guile. As you said, the goal that got disallowed, obviously the soft goal to disallow, but the lawmakers by the book, he's in an offside position, but Donovan was getting nowhere near to that, even the big lad he is as well. But I suppose the football rule book keepers as well on Twitter and X or whatever will be like, oh, it is what it is. But as you said there, Gags, it just zaps any form of rhythm, momentum, confidence that you wanted to get in just before half time. And even the second goal just kills you really in terms of confidence just before the stroke of half time. Van Dijk, that's what's really improved against Villa and Real Madrid was winning those second and third ball transitions, but even still, I don't want to be blaming the referee, and I don't think we will tonight. It's just a real lack of real quality in the overall attack and third. I don't know how you feel, guys, on those subs. Were you surprised by any of them, or were the subs in accordance to game state really in terms of how it played out for you?
I'm really surprised, that we haven't, we didn't change it up a bit more. Isaac's on the bench, so surely should be able to play, right? I don't understand why he's on the bench. I think Hugo had a really rough game, like really poor. no touches, not involved, not able to hold it up, not able to do anything, not even going wide, to take a position where he can get the ball and try and help the team, not dropping in to try and pick up the ball to help the team. Literally ghost today. He was, he just didn't even try to get involved himself. So I think it was really poor from Ekitike today as well. So bringing someone up on, and then he tried to play Wirtz in a false nine, but Wirtz is going to drift everywhere. That's what he's going to do. So when you bring Gakpo on, leave Wirtz where he is, play Gakpo up top then, like do something different. He just like we did against Madrid, but he didn't want to. So I think the key was Pep Guardiola. In fact, the person we hate the most, Pep Linders, knows our weakness, and our weakness is Ibu. And our weakness is do not let Van Dijk on the ball and let him ping it around. And we literally didn't ping it around, And this is a really good one. If you remove their penalty chance, XG was nearly the same at 0.7. We scored 0. They scored 3. Such is football, really.
Yeah, it's football.
That's football. That's a great point, Sam. I think, like I said, Ibu on the ball, absolutely awful. Ibu's having probably, this is an all-timer bullshit run from Ibu. Just not good at all. Bad at passing, can't clear the ball. Did you see when Gomez came on and he had a header and he's actually trying to header it to a player? Ibu just heads it into the ether, like it just goes, and whoever wants to pick it up, pick it up. But I just think
it's difficult. I
think they got it spot on. Playing
to our weaknesses.
Weakness is the best way to go, and I think I just think also, Bradley still tried his best against Doku, even though Doku ripped us a few times, but it could have been much worse.
Yeah, I don't think he had to, but I know obviously he got minced a couple of times down the right hand side, Connor. But what can he do? Like when a player and you got to put your hands up sometimes. He has a tremendous game, and I know I alluded to it before on the watch along. I said if you can start adding goals to his game, Doku, that's been one of the key points really. I think with Grealish departing City, I think the mantle, especially Mahrez over the years, Leroy Sané just before them as well. Tricky wingers, and it's been a hallmark of every Pep Guardiola side. But if he can start adding goals of that quality to his game, I think he'll be one of the most threatening wingers in European football. That will be massive if City wanting to compete for the title this season, getting goals from him, not just Haaland as well. Yeah. But that's one of the biggest points for Liverpool this season is if it's not Salah, if it's not Ekitike, who's the goals coming from really? If it's not a set piece goal from one of our centre halves, I think Liverpool, especially today, just really. But this is the peak level of like European football. All eyes were on this game from an analytical point of view, world coaches as well. So much dynamic running as well. I think even the lads in City midfield, you look at Foden, Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, you never get a moment's rest against those three lads. And then the rotation between Doku and Cherki off the wings as well. There was so much attacking fluidity. And that's really what I'd love Liverpool to be doing in the next couple of weeks and months, really, just having that bit more technical understanding of where our players need to be. As you said, Wirtz going in that false nine, he was dropping deep, but there was no one in the middle. And even if still, you need your wingers and you need Gakpo to at least be at the far stick. But even when he gets there, at least punish them. You need to be punishing. Like that chance to back. Yes, it's 3-0 or whatever scoreline it was. But again, today, when the opportunity did arrive for Liverpool, we just blasted it over the bar. And that's one thing we done against Real. We took our opportunities against Villa. But yeah, just disappointing, mate.
Yeah, I think Pep Linders definitely told. That's obvious. 100% will do it. Has our squad improved? But it's basically the same neglected players on our bench that we had last season, and one is about to shoot back for a refund. Who's getting shipped back for a refund?
Elliot, I think.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
he might do more, to be honest.
Yeah, much more than what we've seen in recent weeks, mate. But yeah, that's the biggest conundrum, I'd say, mate. I don't know how you feel, Gags, and Reds is this season will very much hinge, I feel, in terms of getting not just the maximum out of it and Isaac fully integrating those three lads that include Ekatike as well, figuring out a way of getting. Obviously, some games they can't always play on the pitch, but you look at Isaac, as we said, don't know how fit he is, but he looked very disappointed. Like, you've got Chiesa coming on with 10 minutes left to go in the 80th minute. He'll be disappointed. What's he meant to do? Score an hat-trick in 10 minutes? It's never going to happen, but was it bad damage limitations from Arne Slot at the back end? Don't get absolutely walloped 5-6-0.
Yeah, I don't think we were going to get walloped that bad, but at the end of the day, nothing went right for us. And I think sometimes you have to make your own luck. You have to put the effort in.
Yeah.
We did not have. We were second to everything. Even Dom was not good today. I think it was just, losing to them. This is the truth as well. Like I said at the start, losing to them away can happen at our best. Don't think we should reach into two. I mean, you can, Capone, read a little bit into the effort. Like, normally we try very hard there. So, that's just the way it is. We didn't have much effort. It would have been good to. I think this City team is there for the taking if you do play well. And I'm lost for words. I just don't think. I think you lose 4 on the trot, 5 and 6 now. You look at it. We were in a bit of a run. It's a bit concerning.
8 points behind Arsenal now, mate. So you don't want this season to be getting to like December time, January, and 15. If it gets to 15 points, that's ridiculous. In all honesty, the quality in this team, it should be, with a lot of change, but you don't want this season to just be wasted, mate. I personally don't. I know Arsenal have done really well. City will be a good demanding challenge for this Arsenal side, but if this starts to get away, it's already getting away from us at the minute, and we're only in November, but late December time, January time, if it gets to double figures in points total deficit, really, there's a long way to go. But it's, for me, I feel, especially if City actually start growing into their confidence and belief, and Haaland keeps on banging in goals, there's a long way to go. But it's difficult. Yeah, you're having a couple of back and forths there, really, with your City mates.
Mate, I'm getting absolutely battered. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, let's get some questions. Anyone have any questions? I have nothing more to add today. Like this, I don't have. Oh, Chris, here you go.
No.
Can this be fixed in Jan? I think so. Yeah, I think it could be fixed. I think we need a 6, a CB. We probably need a right back as well. Thank you so much again. Sorry, Chris, for the super chat as well. What do you think? Do you think it can be fixed at all?
Centre back Gakey, I think, as we've alluded to, Canate's performance, mate. Lack of clear progression from the back line. And you're seeing, I know it was only for a brief spell. Kirk is actually the top end of the pitch. I do think long term, and I said this just before the season started as well, and even the back end of last season, I wanted to see a left-sided centre half come in that is comfortable on the ball. And for the last couple of seasons, I would have loved Gakey to come to Liverpool. And if I get my wish, I'll be very happy. I'd love Anderson as well from Forest. I said a couple of seasons back, he's a tremendous all-action midfielder, physicality on the ball. Will cost a pretty penny, but those caliber of players certainly do. The lads need help, but I think the structure at the minute with the side is just a bit all over the minute Reds. I'm watching this team, and I know the 2 back-to-back results are good, but there's no plan. It's wrong. It is, because there's clearly an identity of play there, but at the minute, and especially we're playing Sean Dyche in a couple of weeks' time, when it's just going to be balls into the penalty box, and it's
Mate,
I'm not looking forward to that.
We kind of became Arsenal in this game, like set piece. We could have scored it. I mean, the week that Arsenal dropped points, we couldn't even do anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's a mad one.
Yeah,
it's a mad one. At the end of the day, I think maybe we are reading too much into it. You can lose to City. Would you expect to win today? Did you expect us to beat them today? Really? Hand on heart?
No. I said 1-0 to the lads in the Red Room group. I said 1-0, but I was just hoping glory, really. Yeah, 1-0.
No.
Yeah. I was like,
I think Lowtech saying that. Lowtech is saying the wrong one. Losing to City is not going to get on the sack, but he has to beat the next 5 teams. I actually think I was hoping we take a. In fact, Chris, that's the one thing I was hoping would not happen. Like literally, I did not want any team to draw today. I did not want them to draw at all. I thought if we drew, then it wastes the Arsenal drop points. You know what I mean? I did not want to draw. I either wanted to win or I wanted to lose today. The draw was no good to anyone. The draw was no good to either Liverpool or City, to be honest. Someone had to win, and the pressure is now on Arsenal. And when the pressure's on that team, they will lose it. Now, nobody ever wants Man City to win anything, but to be honest, this Arsenal team and their fan base, apart from Sudge, who normally is here, who's a nice guy, everyone else, you don't want him to win it. So this is great, you know. This is great for in terms of them getting pressure on them. It's horrible for us in terms of losing, but one of the teams had to win today, no matter what, and it's gone against us. And it was more likely that they were going to win. It would have been nice if it wasn't as much of a slapping in the end. But like I said, I've tried to lay out the game state in between what happened, and you know that disallowed goal really took the wind out of our sails. I think last season, if this is the major thing though, Jack. Away from home last season, we were fantastic.
Control games sometimes.
Yeah, and away from home this season, we are atrocious. Like, let's go back to Newcastle. Should we have won? No. Burnley away. What was it? A last-minute pen.
Yeah, 90-odd minute.
Right. What was the other away games? Is that all the away games? Is there another away game that we had? Let me just double check the
even the Palace game away this season.
No. Even the Palace game, we should have lost in the first half, mate. Like we lost in the end, but we should have lost. Like we should have got battered. Yeah. So if I just look at matches, what was the other away game that we had?
We've had Newcastle away, Burnley away.
That was it. So it was Newcastle and Burnley. Everything else was at home, and then since then we started losing every single away game.
All else, all red.
We've lost every single away game after that. After that Burnley win. So as you can see, we won the first 2 away games. We probably should have drawn one with Burnley, which would have been humiliating as well. And we probably should have drawn or lost to Newcastle as well. So those last-minute wins got us through. And so if you think about it, there was a really big stat today. 40% of Liverpool's games have been lost since we went out to PSG this year.
That's big. That's mad.
40% losses.
That's crazy. That's.
I mean, since the end. I mean, even the end of the season, we were losing quite a few games. So if you think about it, 40% losses. That's a lot, man.
Just proves how good we were last year at the beginning of the season.
We were incredible up to Feb March. We were absolutely incredible. That's where we won the league basically, and Arsenal were just awful. So I don't know what's going to happen. I just honestly, and we've conceded 17, and Man United have gone above us because we've conceded too many. Had we lost 1-0 or 2-0 today, we'd still be above them. But those are semantics. Like Man United are mid-table like us right now. So.
He needs to find a way, though, Arne, and this team. Like, the lads need to sort out, because we're going to be coming up against, no disrespect to the lesser opposition teams, but teams that some of them are slightly above us in a couple of weeks' time after the international break. But we need to just stop scoring conceding these set piece goals, and if that continues to pile on, we can't keep on going like this. There's got to be a point really where we just all the lads step back and just go, needs to be some responsibility as well within the team, and just game state understanding where you are as well. But yeah, it's difficult, mate. It's the most difficult period Arne has found himself at Liverpool. Last year, as we said, that statistics in itself we alluded to there, mate, is staggering. But does that to you indicate that we are learning or no?
No, I mean, it doesn't look like we're learning.
Yeah,
the problem is though, we're getting sucked into losing today. It's a Man City game. It's it's a huge game. I think the real big test now is going to be how we react to the Forests and the Forest is the next game, and then West Ham away. Sunderland at home, Leeds away, Brighton at home. Those ones are going to be the ones where, like, Tottenham away, United almost, I mean, they shouldn't have won there. Actually, it was a draw, wasn't it? So, but basically, if you look at it, then we got Spurs away. We're awful away from home, so who knows what will happen in December 20th. Then you got Wolves at home and Leeds at home over the holiday period, but then Fulham and Arsenal away. So until that tough period in January, it's Fulham and Arsenal away back to back. You'd think all of those games should be winnable for this Liverpool team, right? And maybe a draw at Spurs, because it's away. But literally every other game should be winnable for Liverpool.
Yeah.
As a Liverpool team, I'm not saying this team in this season, but the Arne Slot's Liverpool, the real Arne Slot's Liverpool. So coming up to those, it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to ban anyone using the word victim, to be honest, because you're an absolute dickhead. So off you go. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think the fixtures are a little kinder to us on the way out.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, I think Slot gets till the end of the season personally. That's what I think, and also I think it's right to. He's just won your league title.
He deserves it.
Yeah. So he deserves to get us out of it, and I think, however, if he then gets this easier set of fixtures now against the Forest, the West Ham, the Sunderland, the Leeds, and he goes on this continuous losing run still, then I think there's no stopping the pitchforks from literally everyone and anything to do it, because how do you...
It's Champions League football. You can't be missing out on that money as well, though, mate. Top 5, like you can't be very much... Like, it's the owners have piled in a lot of money in this side. There's quality there as well. The players will be getting disgruntled, but yeah, and as you said, Gags, he deserves it, Arne, but this is where he makes his money, certainly over the next period now after the international break. Hopefully he stays on Merseyside, if I'm being honest, and actually coaches and stays with the players in terms
No, I reckon he's off on his holidays again.
Another IB for Trevor or whatever, anyway.
I mean, wherever he goes, he normally only goes for a couple of days, but hopefully it's November and there's nowhere to go, to be honest. But yeah, it would be a bad look if he went on holiday, even if it's for just 2 days in the next 2 weeks. It would just be a bad look,
I'm just hoping we fully utilize the next, 10 days, whatever it is, an international break, and come up with...
How can you utilize it? Who's going to utilize it? There's no...
There needs to be some form of
the coaching staff.
Yeah, the coaching staff, obviously, not the players, but it's where they make the money, mate, in all honesty. Just a couple of plans of dealing, because we can't come back to then start conceding more set-piece goals and throw-ins, even though the high statistics and the data's all there. Yes, the Premier League's gone a bit more back 30, 40 years in terms of the philosophy and the style and brand. If that wins teams with games of football, especially against Liverpool, then fair play. We need to start just doing the fundamental principle of just structurally coming up with better, because at the minute, mate, it's not working.
No.
Let's be honest, Wirtz in the system, find a way of getting him into he done well against Real Madrid, but there's going to be games where it's... And I'm not picking out Wirtz. I mean, as a whole collective, as a system.
No, he was poor. Everybody was poor. Van was poor. Grab was poor. The people that would normally play well were poor. Mo tried, was poor. Who else was there? I think Bradley tried his best. He had a real rough game because he had Doku on him, but he still was everywhere. He tried his best. If he could come out with any credit, it would probably be Bradley, if I'm honest. He really tried his best to fight with him. He won won a lot of duels against him. Got done a few times too, but you will with Doku. He's that good one-on-one. I mean, the fact that he took on 2 at the end and went past Grav and him. But you'd think Grav would do better there to try and to block him. But this is Eddie. I agree with Eddie Hansen completely. Look at what the difference was today. Even when Savinho came on, gave him that pace down the wing, right? Give him that trickery. We are... that's what Diaz had. Very tricky down the wing. Could take players on. People were worried about what he's going to do next. We lost all of that. It's all gone.
Unpredictability, innit? You need that in your forward line.
Yeah, gone. And Wirtz has only played twice out there. So hasn't even had a chance yet to play out there and do anything with it. Cement a place. And Hugo did nothing today at all. Like I said before, Hugo was nowhere.
At half time, it was 1 touch in the opposition box, 2 for Salah in the opposition box at half time. For the players of their standard and quality, but does that obviously? But as we said, we know the quality in City side, but just even it's difficult with the quality. But even still, the lads on the pitch and Dom, like he was a man on a mission again today, trying his best. Wasn't an amazing game from him, but even when he did break the line, he was getting the ball. Like there was 1 or 2 crosses in the second half where he got the ball across the penalty box, but there's no one there, mate. We've mentioned this, but centre back possibly coming in, another attacker possibly, guys. Do you reckon, or Chas?
I think they have to do something. They definitely need a couple of centre backs. If they could pay for Gehi to come in early, get him in, because they could go to a back three and make it easier for themselves. I think if they can do 2 centre backs, maybe a right back as well. They need it. They need a fast winger, don't they?
Yeah.
They need a fast winger, or maybe a DM. I don't know. Does it work when if we get a DM, if we sort out the defense, some battling at the back, someone who can pass from the back as well. You know,
I know you mentioned with Grizz on ChatGPT this week as well. Are Liverpool going to be going to a 2-pronged striker with Ekatike and Isaac up front, with Waits in the more natural 10 behind them? Because that's why we brought him under the understanding Vate of
when Mo's away for 2 months.
Yeah, we might have to do that in the AFCON, because when Mo's away, like as he said, he's going to be away for a couple of games. We need to do something, get those 2 lads on the pitch. And
I don't think they can play every single game.
But yeah, that's the difficulty,
because it's just so many, right? We need to. The thing is, though, Gary, everybody at the start of this game, I didn't hear one person complain about the team sheet today.
No.
Before the game, everybody was like, "Yeah, we just beat Madrid. We've had 4.5 days rest, 5 days in between games. We should play the same team." Like literally, everyone wanted that team to play, and that's what the manager did. And now the revisionism afterwards, because we lost, is we don't get the team sheet. I think the fans can, take cop some of this as well, hold it, because you got to hold it, because everybody, literally, I was on social media. I looked at it. Everyone was like, great team. Right. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Bang, bang, bang. Now we've lost. Everyone was like, what's the team? What are the tactics? That's just nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. So, and I think giving up on players like Vert so early in the season as well, I think it's just silly. Hugo, Verts, Isaac, all of them going to need time to settle into this team, and they need something to work off of, really, because at the moment, the midfield today as well, they got bullied by
bypass.
Mate, the Man City played like the smallest midfield ever. Foden was in there as well. Like it was like PSG. They just absolutely got through us each time. So
that's the core of a great City side, especially under Pep, mate, isn't it? He's a tremendous footballer.
Pep squared did us today. That's what did us more than anything. Pep squared. Pep Guardiola and Pep Linders together. Pep Linders knew everything that's wrong. That's how to beat Liverpool, right?
Yeah. So
I honestly, until we don't replace some of the older players like Kanate in the team, that's when Linders won't know then what to do, because it's an obvious weak link right now for us is Ibu Kanate, unfortunately.
Top centre halves like command the penalty, and Ibu can do it, but he's just so inconsistent sometimes.
Like, this season he's just not. Let's be honest. His mind is elsewhere. He's playing like Trent played at the end of the season. It's a lot of people are fuming. Akhtar, saying it English way. Akhtar here is I can't believe it's November and the title trials finished before it started, and it's true. It's ended before it started. But that's actually quite normal for Liverpool, because we haven't actually, I said it last time as well, we haven't defended a title, any trophy, since 1984. So this is nothing new, guys. This is very much 40 years in the making that we don't win things back to back. So anyone expecting things to be won back to back, I'm just even more happy that we won the league last season. Like I keep saying it and I'll keep harping on about it. But I was saying to you, enjoy it right now, because this might not be here in 5 years, for another 5 years, because we knew that it was the old you know,
Liverpool back.
We knew that this was the swan song for a lot of the, you know,
Players. Yeah,
for a lot of the players. It was the swan song for a lot of the team. This was the end of an era for a lot of the team, and they did great. And maybe signing VVD and Mo wasn't the right thing to do for 2 more years. You know, maybe we should have just got a clean break and just had a proper reset of everything. Who knows? But right now, it's not working.
It's sad, isn't it, miss? And I think Robbo, he's done well over the last 2 weeks. Even as we said, with start 11, we were.
I think Robbo was fine as well today. Did we really see that Robbo was bad today?
No, I think in terms of like the physicality, it's not like the 27-year-old Andy Robbo in terms of his physicality, run to the 90th minute. Not picking him out, but in terms of his his work rate as well, he can't do 3 games on the trot like to his maximum peak level as well.
That's why he was subbed.
Yeah. So it's difficult, mate, isn't it? And just as you said, it's a new evolution of players coming in, coming out. Van Dijk, possibly whatever happens in the summer. But as we said a couple of weeks ago, mate, I spoke to you on the post match, it was quite an evident. A clear signal of intent, really, in the transfer market this season. Breaking the £100 million barrier on 2 of our biggest ever signings is a big indication, really. And I think, as Reds has said there, 2 up top. So,
well, if it happens while Mo's away, does he come straight into the team? I don't think he would. But I think there'll be plenty of games for him to do that, like as in Mo to come back and play in the 2. So you're right. If the system works as a 2, I don't see why Mo can't be one of the 2 up top.
More centrally.
You get what I mean? Up the Reds. Like then Ekatika can play 10 if he wanted to as well. And go in there. Allows us to have more of a midfield, you know. But I don't know how he would do it. I mean, I guess it'd just be I mean, it means Kirkus probably gets to play the way he wants to. But will we go for someone like Semenyo? In Jan, is it going to really fix us? Will he play where Gakpo plays, you know, or will he play where Mo plays? I don't know what happens. Would you like that to happen, Jack? Would you think it makes a difference because if he gives the physicality of in the team?
Systematically, no. As I said before, I think if we do long term next year or so, with Arnett adapts it, have a more natural free base, obviously with your 2 flying fullbacks in Kirkes and Frimpong. Those 2 lads, Kirkes thrived in a Bournemouth system, getting past the halfway line. So did Frimpong. It's another debate, getting him fully fit as well. But if you've got those 2 lads pushing on, you got Wirtz in the 10, creating his magic. But you need to get that new 2 number 6s, like your 2 8s as well in the middle. It demands a lot from your midfield. But transitionally this season, when I've analysed it, it's like, it's just so disjointed, but it starts from the back as well, as you said. Gags with the ball playing to Mamadashvili or even Alisson in a couple of weeks. It all stems, and that's what Liverpool done well last year, mate. We were building up from the back really well, but this season it's just all gone out the window. Like you will be all bloody triangles, squares, like bypassing opposition teams. But long term, I do think it will be for the attackers, obviously, but that's where there will be a lot of interchanging fluidity, really, of Liverpool's attackers. But for me, long term, I do think Liverpool will go with 2 strikers.
I do wonder whether what Gary's saying here, going for the wing backs, not full backs, was exactly what would have happened if he came in last day, which he was supposed to. Let's be honest, and therefore we go to a back 3 with wing backs instead. I don't know. Maybe that's what was the plan. And then Mo being up top instead with one of the 2 strikers, and they're switching, and then and then Wirtz in there.
It suits the players, though, because I don't know how you feel. Like it suits like the players that we've got in the team. I think Arne's stuck in a rock and a hard place at the minute this season in terms of wanting to play the way he wants, but not having the person. I know that's mad to think. Like,
and then Leone getting injured just doesn't help, right?
Yeah.
And we noticed that since Leone got injured, this has gone.
Must have been a great character in the.
This question we need to answer. It's going to be the last question. We'll make it a quick one today. I don't want to go an hour and 10, mate. I think 40 minutes is enough, or 40 or so. Yeah. So here's a question: do we retain the title with our last season team? You go first, because I might have a different answer to you.
Ashgar, great question, mate. With last season's team, Yes. Gags?
No, we
No.
don't. We don't retain it with last season's team because the losing run of this 40% started with that team last season. So Slot actually got found out as the season went on with his tactics. Now, some of you will say we'd already won it, but we hadn't. We were in a title race. We were getting tired, but we were getting caught out with the tactics. We weren't controlling it anymore. And he hadn't really, he was making the players running at the right times. They weren't just running all it wasn't like a Klopp season where they were just going mental. So even with that, the tactics were getting beaten towards the end of last season, and we were losing games. And then we couldn't even beat Palace on the last day, on a day, a celebratory day, where you'd expect the team to really be up for it and go for a win, and win something like 4-5-0 because you're winning the title. It's just relaxed, but couldn't get through Glasner's tactics on the last day either. So kind of set the tone for we played Palace so much in the last bloody 4 times since the last day of the season, since June. It's terrible. But I just, like I said, I don't think the team retains it from last season either.
Yeah, it would be interesting, but we never know. Like throwing an informed Diaz into this team. I know last season he is upturning in his developments. He's having the peak of his career ever the last season, and especially going to the Bundesliga this season as well. But yeah, and just even like you mentioned Palace there, the way Palace just taking the mickey over the last couple of weeks when we've played them as well, like Glasner ringing up Frankfurt and all that, we're being too easy to get at, really. I want a bit of gnarliness from some of our players as well, but it is what it is. But yeah,
Jav saying Liverpool missed Luis Diaz. I think they do. I think they do miss Diaz, but the problem with the Diaz thing was always he was 28. He wanted more money. Liverpool were never going to give a 28-year-old a 3 or 4 year deal and give him 150k, or 200k plus, like Bayern wanted to. So, and he's gone to a weaker league, and you can see, exactly his goal at the weekend. Like Oscar saying here, what a goal, man! Like Diaz is absolutely loving it in the Bundesliga, and fair play to him. Like he's a title winner for us. We should love him, and he didn't leave because he threw a fit. He got us a good amount of money. He left because he wanted the money himself, and I think he left on great terms. And all the best to him, really, to Luis Diaz. He's having a fantastic time. I'm very happy for him. It's nice to see that he's doing well and showing how well he did for us and showing how well he's doing. In fact, he probably didn't do as well as for us as he is over there, So he's actually, it shows you what the difference of the league is, right? He's gone over there and Gary, they are in their prime at 28, but it's the way down from 28 onwards, to be honest, mate. And they obviously saw something where they didn't want to keep him till he was 31, 32 at the team. And also what players do when they get into 31, 32 is that they see their contracts out. They don't leave in between. And then we lose them for free, but they get a massive payout or a massive pay, at the end. So, I think there was no way with this one,
Good money, though. And we brought Wirtz and Ekatike and Isaac, so... But as soon as they
I wouldn't, at the end of the day, I wouldn't give up on the players because it's a bad season so far. I mean, that's just fickle as F.
No,
like, why would you be so fickle? Things aren't going well. Things change like this, so they can go well, and then they can be turned around really quickly as well. And then you look really stupid afterwards, saying, "Oh man, did I really say that about these players? They're fantastic now." Remember when Bobby joined? Everybody said Bobby was an absolute pile of crap, and then Bobby turned out to be one of our best players ever with Mo and Sadio. Together, so things turn around. It can take time. I think the main thing is to not overreact to everything. It's hard because you're going to get bantered, but hey, guess what? For the last few years, you've been bantering everybody else, and you've been on top for a long time and not felt this. So
you gotta take it.
When you're going to dish it out, you got to take it as well, man. Grow the chin, or what is it? The thick skin. Just take it on the chin, man. Just if you don't argue and debate, you just say, "Yeah, we're crap." They're gonna say nothing. They go away. They don't say anything. Yeah, we're rubbish. So what? Man United, in their best, are just about as good as us at their best, and this is the worst we've been. So our worst is their ceiling. There you go. There you go. So I mean, at the end of the day, Jack, I think we can call it a weekend there. We have no post-match for 2 weeks. I actually think we're quite glad about that, to be honest.
Reset. Reset
yeah,
for everyone.
I really don't want to be talking about a post-match now for 2 weeks. I have got a couple of shows with Grizz to do, but those are normally more fun and fun debates. To be honest, Bradley did well today, so fair play. He's not the best player in the league or the best fullback in the league like he thinks, but he did good. He did good today, I thought. But yeah, it's a transition season. As I'm not sure you meant transition for sure.
Yeah.
It's a transition season. I think as long as we can stay in the top 4 in the transition season now, that's what we need to focus on. I think everyone's got the pain of losing out on the title out of their systems now. Although if Arsenal can keep dropping points, if City still waver here and there, who knows what can happen if we get into a good run. But let's just say top 4 is the ceiling for us. Let's go and get it. And I think we are a Champions League team right now.
Yeah,
so we need to turn up for the Champions League games. We need the fans to turn up. We need to, when we get into the 2-legged games, we need to not go away and lose 3-0. We need to come home and win 2-3-0 and go home and lose 1-0. And that'll still get us all the way to the final. And it's just one game then. So we need to just keep our heads, try and make it a Champions League season if we can. And that's where our focus has got to be. I don't really care about the FA Cup either, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I said at the beginning of the year, if you could offer me a Champions League, I'd like to defend Liverpool's title. But if you could offer Liverpool a Champions League this season, we'd all snap your hands off. Really,
100%.
Yeah, so
100%. I'll take the Champions League now. 100%. I'll take it. So
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, thank you, Jack, for joining me again last minute. I appreciate it. Thank you all, 2,500, 700 of you that have been on with Twitter and everything. Thank you so much. Please do come over to our channel, Anfield Index TV on YouTube, and click the subscribe button. Give us a like on the video as well. It means it'll get out there. I know it's not a great time for us, but hey, keep on watching our content. I'm sure the transfer window stuff will start kicking off in a couple of weeks' time, where December comes, and we'll start to wonder what we need to do in January. But Liverpool for sure need to buy at least 2 or 3 players, I think, to turn this season around and make sure that they have a plan A and B. Right now, Liverpool don't even have a plan A. Forget the B. So we need to get 2 plans in place at least to play with different teams, because we showed we can beat teams like Madrid. Yep, everything went against us today. We were second to everything today. Maybe we're a bit tired with 3 games in a few, whatever days it was over since last Saturday, in 8 days. And now they get a bit of a break, but maybe, just getting those players in allows us to play those types of Madrid teams and those Nottingham Forests and whoever else, the Palaces, whatever in the world. So that's all we can hope for now, Jack, I think, unfortunately.
Got to keep on cracking on, mate, haven't we? Keep on
grinding. We'll always be here. Every game,
Yeah.
whenever we lose, we'll still be here. You can join us. We won't be going mad and losing our shit and overreacting. We'll try and bring some calmness to proceedings. If you enjoyed the show, please do click a like and subscribe to the channel. Jack, have a great week. Catch up soon.
You too, mate. Look after yourself.
Up the Reds. Although we're doing down, up the Reds.
Yeah.